Hi everybody, you are watching tutorials, and today we are gonna explore the negative space in logo design. So we are gonna create this custom wordmark inside Adobe Illustrator based on negative space and using construction line. So we cover 3 topics in one tutorial and it's gonna be amazing. So stick with tutorials, I will see you in the next few seconds. So before we start our Adobe Illustrator tutorial, let's talk about negative space in logos. To use successfully negative space, we need to familiarize yourself with 2 basic Gestalt principles. First principle is the law of closure or law of need of completeness. So our brain has ability to complete the shape or object even when it's not contained or closed fully. The most iconic example of this law is the Ed's electric logo. So our brain has ability to see the E even if it's not completely set by a designer of this logotype. The second rule is the rule of multistability. To illustrate better this rule, let's look inside the basic optical illusion Necker cube. This cube has 2 ideas or 2 states, and ability of your mind to switch between the states between 2 ideas called multistability. And even more, your brain tends to create the dominant interpretation. The larger you look at the dominant image, the harder it becomes for the eyes to intercept the other perception. And probably the most iconic logo to illustrate this principle is the Spartan Golf Club. You can see either a sportsman or a Spartan on this logo, but can't see 2 at once. And your mind has ability to switch between them. These are the basics of our negative space logo design. Let's start creating it inside Adobe Illustrator. I have this new document with artboard 1920 to 1080. I want to use Ctrl Quad to show my grid. Use Ctrl Shift Quad to snap to the grid, or you can also go to the view and snap to the grid here. Then I want to create a custom grid. To do that, go to the Edit, Preferences, Guides and Grid. Set the grid line every 120 pixels. Set the number of subdivision to 6. So I have 120 pixels between my horizontal and vertical dividers, and I have this small cell with 20 pixels width and height. Click OK. Now grab rectangle tool and let's start drawing a rectangle. We need to set 60 pixels width to our rectangle and 480 pixels height. Switch between fill and stroke. Set stroke to none. We're gonna work with black shapes. Then I want to make a duplicate of this shape. So double click on the selection tool. Set the horizontal move value to 120 pixels and click copy to set this duplicate apart. Then we need to create a circle, perfect circle with 180 pixels diameter. So grab your ellipse tool, hit once on your artboard, set the link between width and height, set the width 180 pixels, height to 180 pixels, click OK. We have this perfect circle. I want to slice this circle on 1/2. For doing this, we need to grab our line segment tool, draw a line, select both line and circle, make sure that you align to selection, align them vertically to the center, grab your shape builder tool, holding Alt or Option key to activate the deletion mode, delete this part and delete the rest of your circle, place it like so, and I want to make a duplicate of this semicircle, and to do that we need to go to Scale tool, double click on it to open the dialog box. I'm gonna set 100 /3, 100 divided to 3, click Tab to apply your math, and click Copy to make a duplicate. Then I want to align them vertically to the top. So we have this part, small part. Let me scale a little bit my artwork. I want to grab my shape builder tool again, hold Alt or Option and delete this part. You also can use -from Pathfinder command. So we have all of our construction line and we're ready to create our wordmark. First of all, we need to place this design like so. I probably want to set some guides. I want to set horizontal guides like so. And I want to make a vertical guides, setting them like so. So this is probably enough. And we need to grab our construction rectangle, scale it a little bit inside, disable snap to grid, Ctrl Shift right bracket, Ctrl U, Command U, activate your smart guides, go to U and tune your smart guides on. Then I want to move my rectangle towards this U shape before it snaps. Now I want to Ctrl Shift right bracket again to snap to grid, and I want to decrease the size of this rectangle. Make a duplicate holding Shift and Alt and set it to the bottom, and we have this nice U shape. I want to go to my Pathfinder and click Unite to create this U shape. Then make a duplicate of this shape and reflect it. Go to the O, Reflect tool, Alt click to open the Reflect dialog box, set the axis to vertical, click Copy, and we have this shape. Now we need to define our peel shape. For doing this, select both of them and select this shape in the center. This is our peel. Now I want to create a line, draw a line, grab your line segment tool and draw a line. Here, set a stroke to this line to better see what's going on. Select all of your shapes. Grab your shape builder tool again, hold Alt and draw a counter of your future P. So we have ended with probably most complicated part of our design, and we need to create a descender of our letter P. Grab a construction line, holding Alt key, and make a descender. Then we need to create an I letter. I'm gonna do that with my construction lines. This is a perfect square, and notice that the distance between my I and my P is 2 cells or 40 pixels. Then I'm gonna grab my copy my E and create a letter L and duplicate it here. And distance between our L's and I is 3 cells. And I'm going to correct this distance a little bit further in this tutorial, but I want to now soften a little bit my angles of this wordmark. And for doing this, I'm gonna grab my ellipse tool. We need to create an ellipse that is 60 pixels width and height. And for doing this, grab your ellipse tool and start draw an ellipse, and then resize it holding Shift key. I have this ellipse 60 pixels width and height, as you can see. I'm gonna change the fill color, let's say to this blue, grab it and place it in the points where I'm gonna soften corners. And then select your shape with this ellipse, grab Shape Builder tool, holding Alt key, let me scale a little bit my composition, holding Alt key, delete this part here. Here I probably want to delete my square and leave only a circle, and here I want to soften a little bit bottom left corner. So with my Shape Builder tool, holding Alt key, I'm gonna delete this part, and I'm gonna do that for this letters L as well. So Alt key here, and Alt key here. So guys, this is almost the end of our tutorial, and I want to a little bit adjust the canyon between our L and I letters, as well as between these L's. So, and for do this, I need to set up something that is called keyboard increment. So go to the Edit Preferences General and set keyboard increment to 0.5, so we are able to move with our keyboard arrow keys to the distance of half of the pixels. Click OK. Now disable the snap to grid mode, go to the view and disable this mode, and now select your L, both L's, and use your left keyboard arrow key and notice on this value. I want to move it on 2.5 pixels. So click once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and I want to move this L to the 2.5 pixels as well. So this is basically the end of our tutorial. If you like this tutorial, don't forget to give a thumb up, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends. I want to thank you for following to the end. Have a nice day.